Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side as the red English, we have a foreign name. Spawn top right side as the blue Rus, we are Corazon Sombrio. I probably butchered that really badly. Since we do have a Rus player on the field, let's go ahead and switch out of the caster mode to go into the regular mode so we can see all the trade bounties. Red is using these villagers here to clean up these forest puppers there. Very nice. Scouts moving down south, so we'll find these next set of deer there. Blue looks like it doesn't find... There's his deer deposit. And this one has been found as well. And does take time to kill off these exotic doggos. Does clean up all these deer there as well, and they actually are in a nice little pile there. The English player is starting to collect the deer immediately, which will provide him some good amount of food income, and then he can transition to his more powerful farms later on. Blue does find another wolf there, getting up to 240 bounty, so it's highly likely he'll get up to at least tier. Yep, he will get up to tier 2. Actually, he's finding a good number of wolves on the field. Eventually, he finds enough of them, killing off both boars, we'll get up to tier 3 without needing a high trade house. Do now have the Kremlin now being employed on the field. And over here, do got the council hall as well. Kremlin is soon halfway completed. The council hall is a little bit farther away. 3 villagers working on it, 5 working on the Kremlin. And the English player does find the wolf there, which actually is pretty important because the Rus player does need to find a couple more. 3 more precisely. These scouts could push forward. They're going to start slowly hacking apart that villager. They do fire some arrows there. And do a nice little stutter step there. Gets another volley onto that one as well. And this wolf will be spotted there. Good for Blue. And these scouts are falling back. Looks like Blue has gone for 3 scouts. You still need to kill off 2 more wolves in order to get then both forces get to tier 3, but I don't think there's any wolves left on the map. Do now feudal age for the English player. And now do have the mining camp being employed on now as well. This boar will go down. And this exotic doggo will be found as well. We still need to find 1 more as well as cleaning off the other boar. We do also have wooden fortress going up as well. He does have a hunting cabin here as well. Couple English spearmen eyeing to engage any early knights. I'm supposed to talk about what each player can deploy at the moment. We do have a wave of militia advancing forward. Of course, the English can deploy out feudal age man-at-arms, as well as the longbowmen. Looks like those spearmen or militia does get some good damage there. Some of these villagers are a little bit wounded from those scouts. They'll find a volley there. Villagers may have bows, but they don't exactly have bonus damage versus light melee. And we'll manage to kill off a villager there with these militia. Very nice. Of course, the Rus can deploy out the early knights, which should be very useful, but overall the man-arms should be a bit more effective. The militia do die from a heart attack. A couple more deer are still here. And we've got a line of walls already deployed on the field. But both sides are eyeing just to mass eco. And the spearman does get a couple stabs there. Blue's villager does fall back. It was 1 slash wish from death. Scouts do plus 10 bonus damage versus scouts, so it does 11 damage, and I saw it had 11 health. And now I do have the high trade house being put on the field. We're not seeing a second town center for the Rus player. Immediately eyeing for the high trade house, and this is a good spot for it. This will get him probably around 200 gold per minute, as well as able to get us tier 3 trade bounty. Relatively quickly, Blue Scout does go down. Red Scout still has plenty of health. And now we do have the white tower being deployed out over here, which will help him cover up in these gold deposits. You know how the regular knight research being pulled on field. We got some handful of crossbows as well.
What shall each do?
Каков приказ?
White Tower does see getting some good damage there onto these knights. And the volume got thrown off by the fact that it's a White Tower rather than the King's Palace. Because most players tend to go for the King's Palace with extra villager queue. Now we do have this knight advancing forward. Try and pacify an engagement over here. There's a single crossbow, no spear to hold him back. Now we do got a bit of engagement here. A couple knights versus some spearmen and crossbows. Let's get some good damage there on that knight. Knight will fall back. This gold deposit is not being claimed, just the one next to the White Tower. So he does have a relatively safe gold deposit back there. And here's some relics not being picked up by blue. A good number of knights here. There's only a handful of spearmen and crossbows, though the White Tower is in this region. Just give me one moment. I need to readjust my microphone so I can hear something. And now these knights are falling back. Got all the veteran archer research. Oh, here got some crossbows hitting the knight. Does take out the knight. Just picked up another relic there. Very nice.
What needeth be undone?
And we do. It looks like some of these villagers heading out somewhere over here. I'm not so sure where though. Oh, the town center. That's what's going up. We do have another towns that are going up for red. Both sides dying for a bit eco. Blue try to go for a bit of aggression. The English player does have a good number of spearmen. Does get the hardened spearman research as well as more pierce damage. And second sight's not being captured up by this warrior monk. We have a line of palisade walls here. And another sixth sight being captured on up. Two second sights have been captured by blue. Now, we do got a decent wave of militia not coming on out. We do have a decent assault here as well. Good number of knights as well as archers. He does have a handful of spearmen and crossbows, but nothing too significant. His opponent has a larger force on the field, largely thanks to these militia. We have a mill over here. The farm's not in a great position. And nothing's here for that army to really engage against. Throwing torch down the town center. We got these spearmen and crossbows push way forward. Archers trying to pursue. Crossbows are not a good item. Longbowmen's will be a little bit better. Of course, these knights still pose a pretty sizable threat. Does throw a couple arrows in the villager. Doesn't have textiles researched. Who's not going for a bit of pierce armor. And now that Sarah's a sacred site victory. Village trying to push forward, trying to get some repairs to this town center. Good to stay on those onto those regular knights. Let's get inside the town center as well. Though they're getting a lot of hits there on those knights, not hitting the villagers or the archers at the moment. Got a couple of longbowmen here, getting some of these archers, very nice. And now the town center will be set ablaze relatively soon. Warriors 42 now being researched. Got some crossbows getting some hits in as well. archers are engaging. Does get abandoned towns over there to get some repairs going. Some of these spearmen do find a good engagement over there onto those regular knights up there. Some of these knights are starting to go down over here as well. Those starting to back on off. Towns are just being repaired on up by these villagers. Now these knights are advancing forward. We'll find some of these crossbows, though some of them will go down. And those knights do all go down. We do not have a mill deployed out right here. The berries here being plucked finished off. Could pluck up some of these deer over here. Now I do have a keeping employed on the field. This mill will likely go down with some unclaimed deer here as well. Alright, has a smaller force. We still got the sacred side victory counting down. Red does have a superior number of villagers. Blue has a put out second town center. And just taking time to repair up the town center of a handful of villagers. Will take a bit of wood to get that repaired on up. Siege workshop has been completed. And these handful of spearmen are going to just make their way up to the sacred site in order to stop it from being captured. Warrior monk advancing forward. We'll get a couple stabs there. Warrior monk will go down very quickly. And does not play a proper game of Ring Around the Rosie. Though now he's going to be chased around. Now this force now advancing over here. Nothing contesting this sacred site. And soon this sacred site will be secured up by this keep. Blue's not going for a traction trebuchet. The warrior monk does go down. The sacred site timer is paused as this site's being decaptured. And these spearmen will go down. Red deploys out a good number of spearmen there. There's now counterweight trebuchet engaging the council hall. Trying to recapture the sacred site, going for armor clad as well. That help him resist the archer fire. Some of these fortified palisade walls are starting to get torched down. Trying to rebuild up the wall segment. We got now the knights advancing forward. He does turn around, does get a good spear brace there, though there's a good number of archers here to take them out, and the wall segment will be replaced by a fortified gate. 4 here will be claimed by these villagers. And now these spearmen being chased on the way. Council hall is almost destroyed, receiving quite a bit of trebuchet fire. They're trying to clean up the stone as well. Now I do have siege engineer pulled up by red. So that's a smaller force in the field. He has a bit of resources to go collected on up. With siege engineer, he can pull out a good number of battering rams, but right now there's just so many archers here. And he gets his own knights, if not horsemen, to help deal with his archers. Magnetos would not hurt, or going for some battering rams. Battering rams do go on up. And it sounds like we're seeing quite a bit of fire right now. There's a couple villagers here collecting up sheep. They may get picked off. Looks like they will Two of them will get picked off. Primary center is about to go down. That may make it the white tower that last remaining landmark he has. He needs to get these villagers to start repairing up the town center. He has a good sized force here, but still not enough. He needs some mangonels. You now have some trebuchet shots onto the white tower. Need some good hits there. Starting advancing forward, wolf spot to keep. There's also a wooden fortress here as well. Try and torch it down. Got a good number of archers here as well. Man at arms advancing forward. They do have 7 pierce arms at the moment. The archers do have 11 attack. Why do you say so many damage? 11 attack? Team +2 for somewhere. I'm not sure from what. Oh, Saint's Blessing. That's what's doing it. And Red's force is getting annihilated. Red's trebuchets or patterns trying to push him forward, and Red does back of the game now. This is Andy Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.